Hello, everybody. Welcome back to school. So let's look at my expectations. There's a few new things this year. So this is kind of like rules, expectations, that kind of thing. So let's look at the first slide. I'm going to keep it non-slideshow just because I don't want you to lose my face. So, rules. Stay in your seat. Huge rule for this classroom. Do not get out of your seat unless you have permission. My number one rule, my number one goal for this class is to keep you safe, as I'm sure all of your parents and grandparents appreciate. And when I have people walking around my classroom, I cannot ensure your safety because I just can't. So stay in your seat. If you have permission, then by all means, go ahead and get up. But please stay in your seat. Raise your hand. We use non-verbal requests in 7th grade. We'll go over those in a couple slides. There is no gum allowed. That's in my classroom and in the hallway. It's in the handbook. If someone gives you gum, remind them. Not supposed to have gum in the school. It ends up in the carpet, on the steps. It just makes the school look yucky. Be respectful. Be on time. Keep your hands to yourself. No swearing. It's a respect thing for me. I have 21-year-old children. They're twins, boy, girl, and they still have yet to swear around me. Do I know or think that some of you swear? Of course, you're middle schoolers, but please don't swear around me, okay? I won't swear around you. You don't swear around me. I still rarely swear around my parents just because it's a respect thing. I don't know. So there's a time and a place for swearing, and it is not in school. We'll go over that more in a couple slides. No phones. This is something new this year. All phones should be in your yonder bag, which we will talk about in a couple slides. Your backpacks, coats, they can be put in your locker at the beginning of the day. Everyone has a locker in their advisory class or next to their advisory class. And then your locker does not get opened again until the end of the school day. So anything you put in that locker, make sure you don't need it until the end of the day. If you choose to bring your coat or your backpack into class, actually last year Mr. Baker said no backpacks in classes, so let's just go backpacks need to be in your locker. If you have a sweatshirt or coat and you take it off, please hang it on the back of your chair. Swearing, don't worry about this. Here, let me get rid of this while I'm looking at it. There we go, swearing. Okay, so I said we'd get to this. It isn't always about the word. Okay, I get it. It's about the time and place. You might joke with your friends after school. I don't care. But school is different. School is basically your work environment. This is your job. Just like adults have to follow certain rules in their jobs so they can keep things respectful and professional, you need to follow certain rules in school so everyone can learn without distractions. That's your number one job here, learning. So it can get you into trouble, just like saying the wrong thing at work can get an adult fired. Part of a teacher's job is to teach children how to be functioning human beings, both in the workplace and in your personal lives. So just remember, there's a time and a place for swearing. If there's an adult around, if you're in this school building, then you shouldn't be using one of those words, all right? Let's get to the fun thing. What's the deal with these yonder pouches? Aren't they cute? Oh, and actually here, see? This is what a yonder pouch looks like. They all have a number on them. Let's keep going. Here's the deal. The phones are cool, but learning's cooler. These pouches keep your phone safe so your brain can focus on you instead of TikTok. More real friends, less screen friends. Without phones in your hands, you actually talk to the people sitting next to you. Weird, I know. Some rules for everybody, it's the same rules for everybody. It doesn't matter if you've got the newest iPhone or a flip phone. They all stay locked up till the end of the day. The drama stays outside. There's no group chats blowing up, no screenshots, no he said, she said in the middle of math class because phones aren't there. You still get your phone back. It's with you all day or in your locker, just locked up until it's time to go home. If there's an emergency, in some cases, we can unlock it. So yeah, phones aren't banned, but distractions are. I cannot talk today. The goal, more focus, more fun, and way less drama. How it works. When you get into your first hour, upon entering the building, you go directly to your first hour classroom. Your phones are turned off and are placed inside their assigned yonder bag and locked. So to lock, you'll put your phone in. Here, I'll pretend with my phone. You put your phone in, fits nicely, and then you lock it. You push them together, and then you push this button in. It is now locked. Locked. My phone is in here. At least I know it's in here, right? See, it's locked. Can't get it out. Can't get it open. Earbuds, headphones, and smartwatches will also need to be locked up if they won't fit in here, which for my phone, I have a bigger case, so nothing else will fit in this yonder bag for me. So my earbuds, headphones, smartwatches would need to go in my locker, but my phone is locked up safely right here. Your teacher will verify this. Student has their assigned bag and their phone and other electronic devices are inside the bag and the bag is in good condition. We will check this every day. So we will check off that you have your phone in your yonder bag. And then at the end of first hour, when you head to second hour, you'll put your yonder bag in your locker and close your locker. If you want to keep this with you all day, that's fine too. There is where is it? Oh, right here. There is a little hoop. You can hook it to a lanyard. We are not providing lanyards, but you can hook it to a lanyard and wear it right around your neck if you'd like. So number one, you shut off your phone or at least silence it because if it starts going off in here, that's going to be a problem. You'll then put your phone in here. You will lock it, and your advisory teacher will come around and make sure they are secure. We'll make sure your bag is good. At the end of first hour, on your way to second hour, you will put this in your locker or take it with you all day. You can have your phone all day long. You just can't use it. Seventh hour. So, depending on where your advisory is, if you have myself or Mr. Gulker, you will come to me to unlock. If you have Miss Cartwright or Miss Heinz for first hour, you will go to Miss Heinz to have it unlocked. If you have Miss McKay or Miss McLeod, you will go to Miss McLeod to get your bag unlocked. If you have, if you have Mr. Gronsky, Miss Ross, Mr. Kowalski, Mr. Eldred, you will go to one of them to get it unlocked. There will be a magnet down there. If your yonder bag is in your locker, get it out of your locker. Number one. Then you will take this to whoever your advisory teacher is near. They will have a magnet to unlock it. So this is how it gets unlocked. It's kind of hard to do without sitting down. So I will put it on there and see the magnet lets it unlock. So at that time, you then just take your phone out of the yonder bag. And then your yonder bag will go into your first hour bin. Your first hour, your advisory teacher will show you their bin. Make sure your yonder bag, your name will be here. I don't have, your name will have one of these. And it will be in this. Make sure your bag goes into your advisory teacher's bin. Okay, you should have already seen that, or you should see that in your advisory. Questions. What if you get checked out early? The office has a magnet. So get your yonder bag, get your phone, or if you have it with you, take it to the office on your way out and they will unlock it for you. Let them keep your yonder bag. They will make sure to get it back to your advisory teacher. What if you get to school late? Your first hour teacher will let you know where you can find their pouch. For most of 7th grade, and I can't speak for everyone, but most of us are just going to have our pouches sitting just inside the room. So if you get here late, look right inside, or some of us might have them sitting in the hallway, either in the hallway or right inside our room. Get your Yonder bag, put your phone in it, and have your teacher make sure that it is locked. What if my parent or adult in my life needs to get a hold of me? Well, here's the office number. Have them call this phone number to get you, because all secretaries will then contact the teacher you have at that exact time and get you the message, or they'll have you call home. What if there's an emergency? Again, there are available phones in every classroom, and almost all adults in the building carry a phone. So in some emergencies, your phone may be unlocked by the adults in the building, but it'll be on a case-by-case basis. What if I do not follow the rules? So if you are caught trying to cheat the system, your name will be placed on a watch list, and you will then be greeted every morning by an adult who will personally lock up all your devices. This will continue until you earn back trust by the adults in the building. So you know what? We're letting you keep your phone all day. It's just going to be locked in that Yonder bag. So please don't try to cheat the system. Why are we doing this? We care about you. The long answer, phones make it harder to focus. Even if you just peek at your phone for a second, it pulls your brain away from learning. It can take several minutes to get your focus back, and you might miss important information. They can hurt your grades. Students who text, scroll, or game in class usually remember less and don't do as well on tests. Even seeing other people's phones out is a distraction. So many times in the past, I've had another student say, "Miss Atwood, so-and-so's got their phone." So just don't do it. Your sleep gets worse. If you're on your phone late at night, the light from the screen tells your brain to stay awake, making it harder to fall asleep and leaving you tired the next day. Your body feels it too. Looking down at your phone a lot can cause text neck, sore neck, shoulders, and back. Too much screen time can also make your eyes hurt or give you headaches. Lastly, it can mess with your feelings. Being on your phone all the time can make you feel anxious, stressed, or like you're missing out. Social media can also cause drama, hurt feelings, and even cyberbullying. You miss real-life moments. When everyone is on their phone, people talk less face-to-face. You might miss fun conversations, new relationships, or just enjoying the moment. So just make sure your phone stays in your Yonder bag. You'll get it back at the end of the day. If you have any questions about that, please let your advisory teacher know. Let's keep going. So class procedures. When you walk in, you will grab your earbuds from your hours bin. Sit in your seat. Once you are seated, open your Chromebook and log in. Once you're logged in, you can talk quietly with the students that are near you, but stay in your seat. I will close the door at the start of class. So trust me, I've got seconds on my watch, and when class is supposed to start, I will close my door. It's not locked. My door is never locked unless we are in lockdown. But if you arrive and that door is shut, it means you're tardy. So expect that I have marked you tardy. I will then begin class. I normally start with announcements. Then we watch CNN. I give you time to reflect. You get a brain break. Then we move into the lesson for the day, which this is a modern classroom, so it's a little bit different. You will go to the lesson that you left off on. The last 5 minutes of class, you will log out of your Chromebook. Make sure to log out, because if you do not log out, it may have you still signed in when the next class arrives. So do not just close your Chromebook. Log out. Make sure the desks are in line. There are lines on the floor, just like you can see in this. Here, I'm going to enlarge this for you. See these lines? If you look down at the floor right now, you will see 2 lines. If you are in rows 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, you have 2 lines. Row 1 by the door wall and row 6 by the window wall. Those only have 1 line for lack of space. So make sure your desk is lined up where it needs to be. You will be excused by rows. So I will tell you right away the first week what row you are in. It starts at the door. That first row is row 1. The second row, desks number 6 to 10 is row 2. Desk number 11 to 15 is row 3. Desks number 16 to 20 is row 4. Desks number 21 to 25 is row 5. And desk number 26 to 30 is my row 6. I will release you by rows because I do not like just the whole class getting up and leaving. I am not a chaotic teacher, okay? Brain break. When we are done reflecting on the CNN warm-up, you will get a brain break. It hasn't been 4 minutes. Not sure how long it'll be. Let's do this. I'm going to put 2 to 4 minutes because it's somewhere in there. It depends on the day. You may get out of your seat, but your hand must be able to touch your desk at any time. Do not walk around the room. Do not walk away from your desk. So you can walk around your entire desk, but your hand has to be able to touch your desk at all times. I will have timers for everything, so when the timer goes off, it is then ready to move on to the lesson you are on. Non-verbal requests. All 7th grade teachers do this. So a fist, if you raise a fist in the air, it means help. If you put up a number 1, it means a pencil, which in this classroom, you'll barely ever need a pencil. If you need to use the restroom, it's a number 2. And if you need a tissue, just do this, and I will bring you the tissue. Here's the thing. Stay in your seat. These things I will bring to you. So raise your hand when you need to do those things. Remember, if you do the number 2, you're allowed to go only if it's at a good time. Never during CNN do I let people go to the bathroom unless it is a real emergency. There are no bathroom passes during passing time. There are no bathroom allowed the first 10 or the last 10 minutes of class, which is our CNN. So don't ask to go. What's new this year? You have to scan a QR code. So in my class, the way it's going to work, since this is talking about my class, on the back of my ID for this year, I always wear this around my neck, I have the QR code. If you raise 2 fingers that you need to go, I will come to you. You will then scan this QR code with your camera on your Chromebook, and then you will fill out the form. So let's move on, because here it all is. So this is the QR code. I have it on the back of my lanyard, plus I have a big one up by the table where your earbuds are. So if for some reason I tell you to use that one, fine, but otherwise I will come to you. You will scan the one on my lanyard. You will fill it out. And it will ask you your email. It should already be there for you. Your first name, your last name, and are you going to get a drink or are you going to go to the bathroom? Then you click submit. Once you click submit, you're going to get something. I guess when you submit, you will get something that says restroom pass has been submitted. Okay? So when you get that, you show that to me, and that means you are then, that's like your bathroom pass being signed from last year. So why are we changing? The whole, oops, I forgot my bathroom pass at home, I lost my bathroom pass. We just want to make it easier and more consistent to track when you guys leave the classroom. We want to improve the tracking and reduce interruptions without putting extra work on the teachers. How it works. We display the QR code. You fill out that simple form. The form logs your name, where you're going, and what time. And then a spreadsheet that Miss Tolfrey has keeps track of all of your bathroom passes. So we no longer have that bathroom sheet anymore. You just scan this QR code. So we're going to try this year. Once you get the thing that says your response has been recorded, make sure that you only do 2 a day. That is what you are allowed, 2. So I would do 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. If it is an emergency case by case, teachers may let you go, but that is on teachers' discretion. And again, going to the bathroom is not something teachers have to let you do. Okay, so if we're in the middle of something, we might tell you to hold on a minute. It's not like we have to drop everything to get you your bathroom scanned. So remember, it's 2 fingers, and then you need to scan the code and sign the form, and then when the teacher says go, you can go. Breakfast is in your first hour, the first 10 minutes. You'll get a 30-minute lunch. Girls will eat first. Boys will go to recess first. On half days, you will eat breakfast, or you'll eat lunch, in the last period of that morning. Every first hour, we'll need to take a lunch count. You will need to submit your lunch choice. Every advisory does it maybe a little differently, maybe not. I have a lunch form. You click on it, you fill it out. If you want a sub, each teacher has a place for their sub slips. Mine are at the front of the room on my cart, and pencils are right next to it. Assigned seating. Guys, I assign seats. Yes, you will always have an assigned seat in my room. Here's the thing. It might not change all year. I assign seat by number. My class roster will be on my whiteboard when you walk in. Next to your name, there will be a number. That number is the number of your seat. My desks are numbered 1 to 30. Okay, so find your seat, and that's just how it is. When I change seats, if I change seats, last year I never changed seats at all, unless I needed, I might have changed 1 or 2. But the seat you get at the beginning of the year, get comfortable. It'll probably be your seat all year, okay? There are case-by-case exceptions, but I have to have assigned seats because that's how I learn. If you have siblings from, say, 4 years ago, you could say, Ms. Atwood, where did my brother Johnny sit? Or do you remember my brother Johnny? And I might not be able to picture his face, but I can tell you where he sat in my room because I am a big assigned seating person. So when you say, Mrs. Atwood, why do I sit in an assigned seat? It's for me. I'm not a young duck anymore, and I need to know where you're at. Classroom consequences. So I don't really have consequences. I don't have issues in my room because if I'm being honest, this step 6, texting home, I do that a lot. Here's the thing. Did any of your adults at home tell you that they got a text from a teacher over Labor Day weekend? That was probably me. Because I text every single 7th grader before I even see you. I introduce myself, I let them know what class I have you in, and I ask them permission if I can text them for anything. You want to know how many times I've been told no, please don't text me? Never. You know what? It's my personal phone number. I don't care. I don't care that people have my personal phone number. You know how many people I've had to block on my phone since I started texting parents 8 years ago? 2. 2 phones I've had to block in 8 years. So I don't care that your parents have my personal phone number. I don't care that they give it to you. Don't abuse it. But if you need something, use it. Okay? So I'm always here for you. Classroom consequences, they're up by my calendar. A lot of times I just go right to the texting home. If you're not going to settle down, I'm going to get parents or adults involved. Okay? Expectations, why in the hall? Guys, expectations in the hall are no different. You're still in school. Remember, there's no use of bathrooms during transition times. You'll have teachers or someone in front of those bathrooms telling you no. Bathroom breaks will be given during class with permission from your teacher and your bathroom. Oops, sorry, I did not change that. From your teacher, and you need to scan the QR code and fill out the form. Okay? The drinking fountains are open and available for drinks, but this could change at any time if students are misusing the drinking fountain. I man that drinking fountain out there, and I cannot tell you how many times last year, 6th graders, so that would be you guys, like to just hang out down here. Come get a drink and then go to class. You do not have to go back and forth and get 3 drinks. That's not going to happen. All right? There is a water bottle refilling station, so bring a water bottle. That way you don't ever have to go to the drinking fountain except to fill your water bottle. There are lockers assigned. They are near your advisory classroom. Backpacks, coats need to be in your lockers. Coats, I think, can stay on, but backpacks, I'm pretty sure Mr. Baker is saying they have to go in your lockers. There's 2 sets of steps. The steps outside my door are up steps, so if you're coming upstairs, you use those steps. If you are going downstairs, you go use the steps by Miss McKay and Miss McLeod's room. Do not go up their steps and do not go down these steps. I know, if you're leaving my room and you have gym next, oh, it's just so much easier to go down these steps. No, it says wrong way, right? Go down there. I always let my class, or I try to let my classes out a minute early for those of you who have a longer walk. If you need help, this is for students and parents, there is a help link on our website, okay? If you go to, oh, and I don't have it here. Oh, no, it's right here. So right here, if you go to our website, which is www.gobearcats.net, there is a help section. It's for students and parents. If you just want the document, you can fill it out. All right? See, this is student request for help. So if you ever need help, you can go to gobearcats.net, fill out the help sheet, turn it in. It'll ask you who you want help from, Ms. Tolfree, Mr. Baker, Ms. Poole, Ms. Landine. Fill that out. Expectations, you need to look through this. So this is for in the bathroom, in the classroom, at lunch, in the hallway, on the bus, or if you're using technology, okay? So look through these. It's all about respect, okay? Being a good listener, respect, using appropriate language, okay? So look through these on your own. Pause my video. Look through them. See what it is we are expecting, whether you are in a bathroom, in a classroom, in lunch, in the hallway, on the bus, what we expect when you're using our technology, which are our Chromebooks, the earbuds we give you. And lastly, MIRs. These are things that teachers fill out if you are having a behavior oopsie. Okay, so let's not have behavior oopsies. Let's just have a great year. I normally have no problems, so let's keep it that way. If there's anything I missed, oh, there is one thing I missed. Since you're in my room, look up at my desk. I have a carpet under where I sit. You should never be on my carpet unless I give you permission. My phone is behind me, right? So if I give you permission to use my classroom phone, then yes, you have permission to go on my carpet. Other than that, you should never be behind my desk. You should never step foot on my carpet. And I think that is all of my expectations. So let's have a great year. I am so excited.